What an amazing week. I have a rant and look what happens. Yeah, no, but seriously, I know a lot of people, are thinking that, my rant turned everything around and made the team play like they did. It might have had some effect, I don't know. Hopefully it did. I think the senior players apparently meeting Mick McCarthy was probably more important. But anyway, the message was there. They changed the way they played, and that's exactly what I was asking for. You can't ask for any more than that. The commitment from the players, that's what we want to see. We want to see a team fighting to stay in this division. But there's a couple of things I want to talk about, and this is specifically to Ben and Brett, particularly who we met in the week. We had to go in and see the club because there's a couple of things that I said wrong, and one of the things was obviously the ticket prices on the night. I was in my rant was saying it was £30. And it was actually £20. But even if I'd have known it was £20, my argument would have still been pretty much the same, that after the performance at Bristol City, you wouldn't pay £20 to come and watch it. It was that bad. But if I don't know, then loads of other people don't know. So maybe a suggestion to Ben and Brett, you'll be watching this, is to maybe, when you have some special deals on or special offers or whatever, just to send me a little email saying, "Hi Lee, do you know we're doing this blah 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 blah," and I will say it on here to the thousands that watch this. There's also other young YouTubers, up and coming YouTubers, influencers they call us now, and there's people like George of It's Ramos, and there's others now that are doing Blackpool vlogs because they all love the club, and these are the future. The people like George, it's Ramos, and if you haven't subscribed to him, please do. These are the future. He has followers of young kids that would never follow me because I'm like the dad. Don't know hear from the dad, do they? So all these young kids are going to be here long after I've gone, and maybe as a suggestion, maybe invite all the YouTubers in. We could maybe all come down to the training ground, have a day there, and we could vlog about it, show people what's going on. It's a massive market, YouTube, and doing collaborations with other YouTubers would be fantastic for the football club. You could invite us all down. We could, they could meet the players. They could vlog about I'm fantastic. They could make videos about it. I mean, even to the point of where you have these fans meetings and you meet all these supporters groups. Maybe invite a selection of YouTubers in, or social influencers. Could be Blackpool Bible on Instagram, for instance. Maybe those sort of people, invite them in, and then your message gets out, because it obviously isn't getting out, and it does get told the wrong way. Chinese whispers go along, and even though I was saying that the training ground wasn't going ahead, and maybe what I should have said was it's not going ahead as soon as we thought it was going to go ahead. It's still going to go ahead, but things are changing. They're going to have to do different things because of the prices, the way the prices have gone up for building it and the problems there. So they're re-looking at all that, but that didn't come across to me from the minutes. I misinterpreted it. Well, I didn't misinterpret it. I do know it's going on, but it's on hold this year, and it's not going to be done as quick as we thought it was going to be done. And I think it's really important. So, those sort of things, why not get the YouTubers in on these meetings, and then not necessarily to film the meeting, but you can film the chats after the meeting. You can chat with them and and say the things you want to say with the YouTubers, and that will all get out to thousands, thousands of people beyond me, because all the people that follow It's Ramos don't follow me. And the other thing I want to mention to Ben, and we tried to say this in the meeting, and you've mentioned it a couple of times now. You mentioned it at the BSD meeting, and you also mentioned it to us that, you're on our side, and you go in and you shout at you tell these referees precisely what you think of them after they've given us nothing, and we all know it's terrible. But may I suggest that maybe that's not the right way? That's probably one of our problems. If we are going in and we are giving referees a hard time after a game, maybe, as a football club, the directors of the club, we should adopt more, a rugby style approach to respecting the referee. respecting him. You can maybe ask the question in a nice way. You can maybe put them under a bit of pressure. Please, can you explain to me why you thought that was a red card? That kind of thing. But maybe going in and really giving them, what for is, we should be, perhaps as a club, directors, we should be above that. And I would suggest that as a good plan. I know I rant about referees, but I'm a fan. But I think as directors, I think we ought to get a reputation with the referees who will talk to each other. A reputation for being a club that respects them, and look after them. Like I was saying, give them the red carpet treatment when they come here. Look after them. Treat them like human beings. Maybe have a little bit of a laugh and a joke with them. I don't know, but whatever. We need to make sure that these referees are a bit more on our side than they seem to be. Anyway, it's been a fantastic week. It's been amazing. That performance, I want to see that again tomorrow if we can. I want to see that performance all the way through now to the end of the season. I want to see us playing like that on the front foot, like we know, we look really good when we're going forward. It was a revelation, keeping the ball on the deck, passing it around, overlapping fullbacks. The whole thing was beautiful to watch, and anybody who was there on Tuesday night will have come out of that match thinking, God, Blackpool, if you play like that, we're going to survive. So hopefully to all those players that played like that, thank you very much. Keep it up. That's what we want. And I tell you, if you play like that and we go down, I will be applauding you at the end of the season because you've given it everything you've got.